So you in a relationship too, right?
I am in a relationship.
Oh man, how long you been in a relationship?
I'ma charge this shit to the game we play. I lost them. I think about it all the time. Was it worth what it cost it? Was it worth when you bought it? Did it hurt when you lost it?
What it do, y'all, man? Welcome to Modern Kings. It's your boy Marquise Voss.
Keon.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I tapped into the Modern King podcast. We just want to thank everybody for joining this, man. You know what I mean? It feel good. You know, this episode 1. You know what I'm saying?
It do.
Episode 1 with my boy. But, you know, we ain't going to waste too much time. We're going to jump right into it, man. Keon, you want to tell people what Modern Kings is all about, man? What's our purpose? You know, what's our mission with this? Got to make sure we straight. But tell everybody what's the mission with this Modern Kings, man.
I like the tank.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. I like that, too. What you wearing, man? What's the name of that?
It's that drip overload.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, man, shout out to my boy, Mr. Gage, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gage.
Yeah, classic, you know what I'm saying? What we call him, supreme teacher / counselor, man. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down.
But yeah, as you saying, you know, with the purpose of Modern King, you know, it's a lot of misguided young kings out there. Right. So we're just giving a new take on the community of red pill, black pill. We ain't necessarily in them communities, but we're just giving a new lighter spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a modern way.
Yeah, man, and that's pretty much what this is all about, man. It's just trying to put a positive light on what it is to be a modern king, you know what I mean? Because this is something we've been talking about for years, so, and our goal is to touch, more so cater to all our content towards men, so from young all the way down to, you can go as young as you want to, you know, kids, you know what I mean, all the way up to 70, 80, you know what I mean? That's our goal, is to just inspire a man and put a positive twist on what it means to be a king and queen, because, you know, we hear about all of that, and you know, we always hear about niggas and all of that stuff, but, you know, that's our goal, is to do a positive spin, man.
Yeah, we trying to show the all aspects of being a king, you know, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically.
So, origin story. Talk about how did Modern Kings get started, man. I would say we kind of, we both went to the same high school. So we both went to Milwaukee Marshall. We always knew each other. Well, we both went there from 6th grade, right? You went 6th grade? Okay, yeah. So his first year was 6th grade. His first was 7th grade. Mine was 6th grade. And we always knew each other through middle school, but we never, you know, really chopped it up or kicked it like that.
Was it until 8th grade?
Yeah, 8th grade, you know, that's when everybody started, you know, coming together, knowing who it is and who it ain't. But I would say we probably started really chopping it up like freshman year. Yeah, man. So I would say that's where it kind of started in our circles. Like my guy Chris, me and Chris have been knowing each other before that. But
shout out Big Smalls.
Yeah, my boy C Smalls, man. So so we pretty much started getting cool freshman year. Years went on, we started kicking it outside of school because we, you know, live right around the corner from each other. So we was always walking to and from school together. So we just naturally started having life conversations. So we kind of unofficially was doing podcasts since like 2014. So, you know, recently, probably 18, 19, we was like, man, we should start doing podcasts, or, you know, we got to turn it into something. So.
Yeah, then we just kept getting more and more confirmation. Like, we were so young with a higher mindset of everything.
Right.
You know, we were so in tune with ourselves. That's why me and him became closer than most other people in our group.
Yeah, and we always talk about it, too. We didn't even know we was going to get this close, bro. Like, nobody knew it. And I feel like, even like me, like I said, me and Chris, that's been my right hand since 4th grade. But me and you chop it up on deeper topics in life, kick it more than you would think we would kick it with our, even just like you with your other friends or your cousins and stuff that you would normally kick it with. It's like we dinner be seeing each other all the time from working out and all that. So yeah, man. So I feel like that was the so once we graduated, we started really chopping it up, man, and we found that we always was mature, like you said, but we specifically always young OGs, you know what I mean? Always been like unofficial, you know, just young OGs who was just giving game to younger men, always talking about a positive spin on what it mean to be a good man. You know, that was something we always been talking about, bro. Yeah, so I feel like we just was like, man, we got to put a name on it, bro. You would tell them how the name came about?
Man, the name came back one day. We was over your house chopping out with his brother.
Yeah.
Shout out Real.
Yeah, shout out my boy Real, man.
Chicken wing really up. Hey.
Oh, bro.
We gonna be sipping on something soon. But yeah, we was chopping up with him, and we was just trying to think of a name. We was just saying all types of things.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to be different from the red pill community. Because, you know, we're more of a positive outlook, and we're doing all aspects aspects. Man, why is that word hard for me today?
Man, aspects.
We doing all aspects of becoming the king, you
Right.
know, all around. So we saying what name could really embody all that with a modern twist on it. So we started naming. First was the modern gentleman.
Yeah, that was the original because we was like, man, we always know how to be gentlemen and treat women right and carry ourselves with respect.
Yeah. So then I was like, hold on. Modern King, like it's also
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, Modern Kings.
Yep,
Marquise, Keon. His favorite shooting guard, Jordan. Mine was Kobe.
Yeah, so we like MK, you know what I'm saying? Dude, that's how we put it together. We was geek too. It's like, dang, that make a lot
Bro,
of
this is
sense.
at like what 2 a.m. bro.
Yep, it was like 1, 2, 12
1, 2
a.m. in my
a.m.,
crib.
bro.
We just sitting up chopping up. Like, dang, bro, would it be something cold? Cause we was pulling up logos and everything in my living room, coming up with the suit and tie for the modern gentleman. We was like, no, we got to make it more broad and something that could really, you know, represent the best version of a man. So yeah, so that's how. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Crown. That's what we got too, man. Merch coming soon, man. We in the process of that too. And we just started, but we already got visions for that too, man. So
toxic versus reality. Man, y'all need to grow up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all
Man.
need to grow up.
Yeah.
Like that toxicness is not cute. Like
Yeah,
it's just a
man.
lot of drainfulness. Physically, mentally, emotionally, it just drains you.
And the thing is, like with the toxic stuff, we all know that that's trending. You know what I mean? Everybody know that that's a trending thing. Everybody think it's cute, especially like you know, like we know like all the women now talking about it and stuff. Not even just women too, men talk about it. But so our goal is to kind of talk about what's the difference between toxic versus like what's real or healthy. First, we can start with toxic. What's your definition of it, or what's your definition of a toxic situation?
So toxic is like poisonous, you know, something that's bad for you. I feel like a toxic person is bad for you, so it drains you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Right. If you have someone in your life that's constantly draining you, that's toxic. That's my definition of toxic. What about yours?
Yeah. For me, man, I said the definition of toxic is pretty much like you said, something that's not healthy. Like you said, draining is the main key. Something that's not adding value to you. That I always like to say is that to identify a real man versus a boy is that, you know, you got to ask yourself, is the man coming into your life to make you better, or is he coming into your life to make you worse? And you got to ask yourself, were you better once you got with him, or are you worse since you've been with him? So and if you know both of those answers is like he made you worse and you became you know a lesser version of yourself, that was a toxic man or a toxic situation. So yeah, I would say that's my definition of it. Have you ever personally experienced one before, a toxic dating situation?
Yeah.
Okay, gotta elaborate on this. Shit, it's going down. Man. Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a little quick summary. Yeah, I experienced a little toxic relationship. I knew it was wearing me down because I was doing things I was supposed to when I tore my ACL, having big knee injuries. I'm helping this person out that wouldn't do the same. So I was just giving a lot of myself. You know, I was putting myself in a dark place. I was putting myself in situations I shouldn't be. Like I'm on one leg at the time. Like, you know, knee hanging on barely of a string. And I'm really pushing hard. Because that's the thing about me, you know, I love hard. You know, I'm a Leo. I'm not really into horoscopes, but I just know Leos are passionate.
Got that fire, bro.
Yeah, so I was really, you know, down for wherever, you know, she needed me, I was there, help her with everything. And it just wasn't reciprocated, you know. It was just nonstop draining of the energy, you know, real toxic. So I had to get myself out of that.
So now that we didn't talk about what, you know, kind of toxic is, and especially with you speaking from it, now we want to kind of talk about what are healthy traits of a good relationship. To the men out there who are in a relationship, but you want to learn what are some traits or some tips that you can use in order to have a healthier relationship. One of the main ones that I like recommending is being a great listener. You know what I mean? Because that's one of the things I had to master first in order, which made me so good at dating and which made me such a good with women. That's something I started doing from the age of 14, but it started through like my forms of counseling and listening to people about their problems, to where it was like, man, when I actually deal with a woman that I really like or that I'm really into, I always take the time to genuinely listen to her, but not even only just listening, but actually asking questions. You know what I mean? All of my dating experiences or whoever I've dated, they'll tell you like, man, you pull stuff out of me that I don't normally talk to people about. So you always just want to genuinely listen, but genuinely ask questions and try to really get to know them. I know it sounds like, like they say it might be corny or whatever, but that's some real stuff, because that's what's always separated me. Because one of the things I do in dating, I ask like, okay, how am I different from who you dated before? But they always say, man, just your conversations, and you pull something out of me that I didn't know that I had. So I say that's one of my healthy traits on how to maintain a good relationship. What's yours?
One of my healthy traits within dating is getting my significant other out of their comfort zone. So if it's going to the gym, experiencing new things, going to the lakefront, talking, going on a dates.
Yeah.
Dates, like it's bad that there's so many young queens out here that been with that have dated men but never been on dates.
Mm-hmm.
How
Proper
you dating?
dates.
Yeah, how you dating someone but they never took you on a date?
Mm-hmm. And not just the movies.
Yeah, not just the movies.
Not just the movies, bro.
So yeah, we're doing. I'm very competitive. So within our dates, we finna do something. Well, I'm finna bust your ass. I'm finna bust your ass.
Yeah.
I don't hold back.
Sound like Ron, bro.
I don't care. I don't care who I'm with, what age group. You could be a baby, you could be a grandma. I'm finna bust your ass.
Oh man, that's
I'm
hilarious.
finna go all out.
Yeah, so is that like a what is that competitive spirit? What is you trying to do? Like trying to bring something out of them, or
I'm seeing if that's compatible with me. So if you ain't
Okay.
competitive with me, why am I, trying to do something more? And I'm not saying that's bad or good. That's y'all. If you're competitive, be competitive. If you're not, that's this compatibility with me, because I know who I am. I can't be with someone who's not competitive if I'm trying to compete in every single thing and you just shrugging it off.
Mm-hmm. Don't really got no drive or no real desire for what's going on. Yeah. Would you say that's something? So you in a relationship too, right?
I am in a relationship.
Oh man, how long you been in a relationship?
Woo!
Oh, that's good, bro. He said, "Oh no, do I?" No, go.
It's not even August yet, so I'll say about.
We just went through this.
Let's
Keon.
say the
She
20th.
watching this.
So I'll say about 10 months and some days.
Okay.
Because,
10 months?
Yeah,
Okay,
10
so
months.
y'all coming in on a year.
Yeah, we'll hit a year.
Sheesh.
We'll hit a year in September.
Man, congratulations, bro. That's what I like to hear, man. So, yeah, what you been in? What you in a relationship?
We're 10 months in a day. That's
Okay.
crazy. I just remembered the day. I mean,
Okay.
I did not just remember. Yeah, we'll make a
She
year.
watching this?
We'll make a year September 19th. I knew
Oh,
it. I
bro,
knew it
you
all
gotta.
along.
She gonna be doing a reaction video to this. She gonna be like, okay, y'all. So I'm gonna pause right here. We've been over this.
He
So the
just
fact that
became
can't,
single.
Yeah, the fact that he can't get it right, he gone. Look,
He gone.
But no, yeah, man. So like, what would you say is your what has been the best part about being in a relationship? Because I'm not in one, by the way. I'm currently, single. Trey Songz. That is no, I'm just playing. See, look, I can't do that. People out there who know me talk to me nice. But no, I was just playing. But yeah, what's your experience, man?
My best part of being in a relationship is really just getting each other out of our comfort zones. Really challenging each other to grow. People always saying they're working on themselves all the time, but how do you really keep track of that? If I constantly got somebody who constantly asks me questions that I said I was going to do and be with myself, constantly asking me that's keeping me, on my word. You standing
keeping you
on,
honest.
Yeah, keeping me honest. You're standing on my neck. And what I'm going to say? Nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going to keep working at it, because I'm not for to have you ask me these questions. I'm looking dumb. No, I'm working. Yeah, I'm doing this. What are you doing? Yeah, like, it's just making each other better as we're growing together.
And that's so you would say she is a huge accountability partner for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
In what ways? Like, what's some of those examples that she motivates you?
So physically, mentally, like, even with this podcast, she keep asking me, y'all gonna film? Y'all gonna film? You made the page? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, bro.
it's just, things with each other every day. She's currently a real estate agent, She just got a real estate license.
Okay, yeah, man. Congratulations, man.
Got a card on me.
Already?
Yep. She
I want.
got cards. Did I give it out? I did not give it out. I only got one. I was going to give it out, but this mine.
I'm what, bro? Crispy.
And I helped her, well, yeah, she gets all the credit herself, She pushed herself, but I was also there. I was there. I wanted to help her, push her, give her with studying everything, make sure she pushed herself, and that made me want to push myself because I'm very competitive. So you not for the overdo me, and I'm supposed to be leading by example. So as a leader, I felt like her holding me accountable. I had to come with something every single time she would ask me something. I had to keep becoming better because if I'm not going to keep becoming better, I'm single. And that's just how it should be within relationships. Like, if your significant other is not constantly trying to become better within themselves and also within the relationship, you're just standing still.
One of the things I realized too is that in my best dating experiences too, that's kind of how we just transition right into the next topic. Our personal dating experiences, and one of the things that from my best ones have been when we both like pouring into each other, to when we both like really encouraging. To your point of what you were saying, when y'all just really got that will to just inspire each other and motivate one another. Like I said, man, I've experienced what it feels like to where y'all both are like, man, what you do today, like where you at with your goals, and always pushing your significant other. Like, okay, even if we don't check in, talk about that stuff every day. When we do, it's like, okay, having reflecting conversations or reflecting dates. We were just talking about that too. I didn't want you to elaborate on that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was one of the things I love doing, is having reflection conversations, man. Like, that's so important if you out there dating, if you a young man, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're a modern king and you out there dating, make sure that you having reflecting conversations with your significant other. Y'all checking in and you asking her, okay, where are you at this point? Are you making your goals? Are you staying true to that? And and she'll begin to naturally do that to you, and y'all kind of start pouring into each other.
Do you feel like sex gets in the way of dating?
That was a crazy transition.
It is.
That was a good transition. Gotta make sure I ain't got no slips up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta bring the shirt up a little
demonetized.
bit. Man, but
like, within your experiences, do sex get in the way of you really knowing your partner?
That's a good question, Keon. Whoa, that's when I'm gonna turn the Trey Songz music on. But no, bro, I would say for me, man, but that's actually a great question. You said, does it get in the way of getting to know the person?
Yeah, like can sex ruin a dating experience?
Yeah, sex definitely can. Yeah, sex can definitely ruin a dating experience, or rob you of the opportunity to really get to know that person. Because even in my personal experience, my best connections have came when we've been patient and we really took time to really get to know each other. And there's a lot of times too, we all know, and that's another thing too, we talking out there to the the everyday man, because most men know what it feel like. Lil Wayne, I gotta shout it out there. Shout out to my boy Real, because he brought this to my attention. Lil Wayne got one of the best ones. Every time I come to my senses. That's something real, you know what I mean? It's funny, but all the men, we all know what that feel like, you know what I mean? Women too, you know what I mean? But you come to your senses, and after having sex, you know what I mean, after releasing, you'll know, like, man, am I really into this person, or am I like really ready to go? Like, all right, good looking, holla at you, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate your service, you know what I'm saying? I hope you ain't buying nothing out there. But
man.
yeah, man. So yeah, I'll definitely always have preferred to take my time and let it happen naturally. And even if I do feel like a consistent cause too much sex, is going on. What's my favorite new thing, Keon? Tell everybody.
I'll talk about fucking celibacy.
Semen retention. There you go,
Both.
Keon. Yeah.
I don't care. They say everything to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's one of the things that I do if I feel like that sex is getting in the way, or I feel like we getting too heavy on that. And I'll recommend going long term without it to really give ourselves. See how you just flinch, Keon? You got to learn how to get the discipline, man. I'm still trying to show them how to do it, y'all.
Out the door finger.
But for you, what's your experience and with that?
I'm not gonna say I dated the right way back in the day. Mine's just more of, I'll try to get to know you, but if it's nothing more than physical attraction, I'm not gonna take it any further than physical attraction. So I don't try to hit on first dates. I generally get to try to know the person. But again, with me being a male, and I have, urges and everything, if it's just physical attraction, I'll try to keep that conversation like this is nothing more than just physical attraction. This ain't gonna go nowhere further.
Yeah. Also, you saying in your dating time, you was very honest. Like, if it ever was that, you'd just be honest about that, not selling dreams and all
Yeah,
that.
I don't sell dreams.
Man, yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, because I feel like that's one of the things we talk about, or that's one of the things we want to motivate men to do is like when you dating, it's no reason to lie. Like that's one of the most immature, simping things you can dang or do. Like we think it's popular and cute and uh, exciting and fun. Especially when you hear a player, you already assume lying and all of this stuff is going into that. But if you single, you know what I mean, and then you at a point in your life to where, hey, you might just want to, have your sexual experiences. We don't recommend, just bouncing around like that. But I feel like if you gonna do it, like you said, just be honest, and just communicate. Because I feel like
Don't sell
communication.
dreams with all these nicknames. Hey, bae. You calling 5 girls, bae? You selling dreams to all of them? You say you gonna marry all of them? You say you gonna get all of them pregnant?
Man,
It's like we need to grow up. Like we really need to grow up. And also too, I made the little jokes and stuff about celibacy and everything. but on the
come back to it.
but on the real note, females find it so much sexier when men are able to control their sexual urges. Like the longer you make a girl wait, the more she's gonna be on you. And from personal experience, the more she's gonna be on you. Like y'all just don't understand how much power that is to hold your sexual urges.
That's the reason why I like, practicing semen retention, man, just because for one, that's one of the main things we got to learn as men is how to increase our sexual discipline. Because, even me doing a lot of research, with me being a business owner, for people who all know, I run a full-time multimedia business. But a lot of the things that I do, being in the business world, I study a lot of entrepreneurs. But, for example, Prince Donnell, Jumping Jack Tax, that's somebody I've been studying for years and just, like a virtual mentor, you know what I mean? But that was one of the first things he said years ago before semen retention was a thing. He was talking about, man, being able to control your sex drive gives you a whole different level of focus as a man, because if you take that sexual energy and you start releasing all the time, every day, so many days throughout the week, you actually save that energy and use it towards things like, opening up a business, pouring more into your woman, doing stuff other than just sex to make the relationship better. You know what I mean? You more focused on your goals in life, your mental, spiritual, physical, getting in the gym, and one of the things I've learned about my time doing semen retention, but also studying it is that, men, we get a lot of physical benefits from it. We get stronger, you get more stamina, more energy, even because we all know right after you get done, doing your thing, you be tired. So
What Curry do?
yeah, so you be ready to go. So like Chris Brown say, get ready for another round. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah, you
So,
get stronger. You sexually frustrated.
man, so that's one of the things that I've learned about personally doing semen retention. So yeah, just always control your sex drive. Like never allow your relationship to get so sex heavy. And you want to space it out, like you said, because that's such an attractive trait. Cause and that's how you keep it exciting too. So that way you like, man, we ain't, you'll be talking to your partner like, man, we ain't got out in a minute. What's going on with it? But and it's so much colder when the man is the one who like, you know what, no, we gonna wait. Cause men, we also used to the men fiending and the women being the ones saying no and turning them down sexually. So I feel like that's real important for men to keep in mind. Like that's a great tip, man. Control your sex drive, and man, that's gonna transform your relationship and your woman's desire for you.
So as we speaking on men's improvement, we're gonna close it out with what are some things that are a must? What become the modern king?
My personal one, like I always talk about, is building your relationship with God. I feel like having a relationship with God is so important. This is one of the things I recently talked about on my on one of the episodes of my other podcast. But
Shout out to MVP.
man, you know what I'm saying, the most valuable podcast, you know what I'm saying. We working out here, man. Keon got another one coming too, YouTube channel, all of that. So, but yeah, having a strong relationship with God. If you a man and you are in a relationship where you want to be in a healthy relationship, a long-term relationship, I always recommend building that relationship with God, because when you get grounded in Him and founded in Him, you'll be much more humble. You'll be much more open mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. It's been a reason why I've been so successful in my dating experiences. Even if it don't turn into a relationship, it's never like a toxic, bad You know, oh yeah, I don't f with him ever again because I'm such a good person. But that's because I had to learn how to love God, and I had to submit to something other than myself, which has given me so much, you know, grace and made me so humble. So that way, I'm able to properly lead a woman and understand just a human being. So I'm much more, you know, open in that way. What about you? What would you say is one of yours?
Physical. Physical attraction is big. I know a lot of females ain't gonna say, I don't care how much he looks and this and that. They ain't gonna get your attention. I mean, you're not gonna get their attention without physical attraction. Um, Keeping your hair cut, just going to the gym, eating healthier. Like, you look good, you play good. Like Deion Sanders said, that's what it's all about. You know, go to the gym, you know, get off your ass. For real.
Y'all see us out here in the tanks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We put a lot of hours in the gym for this.
Boy,
years.
I work for this.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I'm going to show it off. God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it, though. I'm going to show it, though. I work hard to get this. I'll be doing y'all a disservice if I ain't show y'all this.
Yeah, and I feel like, man, that's really important. I'm glad you said that because that's a lot of the content y'all going to be seeing from us, too. Is a lot of fitness content, but once again, getting in the gym, getting in shape. You know what I mean? If you a man and you trying to increase your attraction, physical attraction is the first thing they going to see. You know what I mean? That's one of the things I pride myself on. I love talking about it because that's my boy. Shout out my boy Trey Songz, man. Like, you got to find who is that person that inspire you. You know what I mean? Growing up, I was like, man, you know, some people got, you know, we had Chris Brown and all of them, but I'll literally, because me, I'm an R&B artist as well, so I always thought to myself, like, man, I want to have that attraction like that. You know, it always starts from, you know, being a young man and you want that feminine energy and want to attract it. But then you learn that the key is really, one of the main keys is looking good. I got to get in the gym, so I'm trying to get cut, you know what I mean? And I'm just trying to get in shape to where, you know, I feel good and I know I look good. Like one of my favorite, like, come on, man, trying to show off on me. Come on, now, I'm gonna probably just throw the pictures on the screen. Yeah, just kill them with kindness. But that's just one of the main things I told myself. Like, man, let me get in the gym and let me boost my physical attraction, so that way I feel good. And like that's what I was about to say. Like Drake, one of my favorite lines from him. You know, it's real when you are who you think you are. You know, we talk about kings and, you know, being gods in a way to where, you know, you got to feel like one and look like one. So
I ain't saying you got to be the biggest guy. No,
you're the most cut and
just
abs and all of that.
Come on now, just get yourself in shape, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so, and then a lot of the benefits, once again, bedroom performance. If you practice in, you know, semen retention, giving yourself some time. When it's time to get down, you know what I mean? There's a lot of benefits. You feel good, your stamina, literally all of these things. Physical fitness is not just for the bedroom, it's for life. You know, being able to go up flight of stairs and being able to lift stuff around the house. You know what I mean? Because you never know what situation you're going to be in to defend yourself. You know, you got to run or whatever might happen. So it's a lot of benefits to, you know, staying in shape. So make sure y'all keep your physique right.
So another one is also mental health. You have to be secure with yourself. You have to know who you are. Mental health is big within being a king. Like, a lot of, you know, we're very damaged mentally within our community, and it don't make no sense. And that's why we pioneer ourselves on mental health advocates.
And that's our number one topic and subject. Out of all of the mental stuff, out of the spiritual stuff, out of the emotional stuff, mental health is our number one. That's what y'all gonna hear about all the time.
If you unlock your mental health, boy,
heal it.
Boy, when you start healing, boy, you're going to become a different man. Once you start understanding yourself, once you become at peace, once you drain out the storm, everything starts becoming much better. Much better. You start getting more motivation to do things. You stop becoming lazy. You start having new ideas, start having different people hanging around you. Everybody can feel your aura when you're mentally healing. And you just walk different. You feel different. You talk different. You're your own person. You're not a clone of the next man. Why are you trying to show up for the next person? He's not living your life. You're living your own life. And we dealt with a lot of guys like that within high school, within the real world right now. Like, y'all trying to be clones of the next person. Be your own person. Survive off that.
Mental health is actually probably one of the number one weapons, you know, that kill, you know, men, specifically black men, you know, with us being black men. It's because we don't take care of our mental health. We don't take mental breaks. We don't rest. We don't get sleep. We pride ourselves on grinding and doing all of the extra stuff. But at the end of the day, that's the type of stuff that's going to have you in the hospital. That's the type of the stuff that's going to have you raging at your family members. Putting your hands on your woman, which we know happens all the time. And one of the sad, unfortunate things that just came to my mind. You might know where I'm going, is that we personally went to school with women who were in bad relationships with men who had bad mental health issues, to where their mental health issues were so bad to where they took their girlfriend life, literally. So, and man, RIP, you know what I mean, to all of the Marshall alumni that passed from situations like that. And I was personally close with a few of them. So, and I was hearing stuff like that is like real sad. But that's also the reason why we doing this, is because we trying to change the narrative on how men operate. You know what I mean? That's not a way to operate, because had they had somebody, imagine if they had a Modern Kings, you know what I mean, back then, to a podcast that's motivating them and telling them, like, man, you gotta slow down and take time to deal with that trauma. Deal with however your parents might have abused you growing up, to where not that you doing that to your woman. Because if we would have, or not even if we would have, but if men would take more time to do that, I feel like we'd be more healthier. So.
And man, if y'all don't take anything else from this podcast, take that. Take the mental health. Take the mental healing. Y'all don't take the gym stuff. Y'all don't take relationship stuff. That stuff can wait. If you don't take nothing else from this podcast, take the mental health. Because I guarantee you, we're going to talk about it every single show.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to ring it in your ears every single time. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to close off on that note. Mental health is just very important for us.
Right. Yeah, man.
We're going to be here for a long time.
Yeah, man.
Have a good time.
Yeah, Modern Kings going to be here for years and years to come, man, to where, we want to be up there with, like we always say, the pivot, I Am Athlete, the shop.
We will be up there.
Yeah, that's what I was like, man, come on, man, talk to me.
We'll be up there.
Manifestation is another powerful thing, man. So, but yeah, so that's what this whole thing is about, man. Modern Kings is just truly a platform where we're trying to motivate, Modern Kings being men ourselves, just trying to motivate men on how to be, better each and every day. And we, we're not perfect, but our goal is to, improve and walk y'all through all of the different things that we learning in our everyday experiences, man, for real. So.
That was a good way to close out. I'm Keon.
Yeah, but yeah, man, Marquise Voss, man, a.k.a. Mr. Talk to Me Nice, you know what I mean? For people out there who know me, a.k.a. Trey Songz's nephew. But yeah, man, peace, man. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace. Looking at it. You got to grab the thing.
Yeah, jump into the cam, bro.
Running out of love to give. Yeah. They know I got it, so they got it too. They say if you don't feed your dogs, then they'll start biting you. I seen them sneak dissing, but I ignored it and just played it cool.